with the sky still painted the soft grey of transitions. You stand on the tipping point between yesterday's shadows and today's first shimmer of light. Have deadlines, doubts, or half-healed hurts ever made you wonder whether beginnings truly bloom? Listen, the hush before sunrise is heaven's gentle nudge, evidence that even silence carries promise. As dawn stretches pastel fingers across the horizon, you glimpse the Creator who awakens worlds with a whisper. Steadfast refuge, patient teacher, mighty guide. In this sacred pause, you are invited to lay schedules, screens, and secret worries at His feet, inhaling expectancy and exhaling strain. Behold, I am doing a new thing, now it springs forth, do you not perceive it? So Isaiah 43:9, newness is not distant, it is arriving in real time. Your soul need only notice the bloom to gather its fragrance. Which burden will you trade for peace? And which dream will you dare return? Trusting Him to shape purpose and blessing. Now, as your heart grows still, we step into the story of dawn. Morning lifts the veil with delicate patience, and you watch faint coral streak across the horizon like a promise still unfolding. Cool air brushes your face, carrying the scent of wet earth and jasmine, and you realize your lungs are already praising before words find breath. This is your threshold, yesterday behind, untold mercy ahead. You do not rush, you simply notice how light bends over rooftops, how birds rehearse first notes. In that noticing, your soul stirs awake, eager to meet the one who scripts the colors. Softly, you place a hand over your heart and match its rhythm to your steady inhalation. 4 counts in, 4 counts held, 6 counts released. Each exhale loosens knots formed through restless night. Each inhale welcomes wonder almost forgotten. The steadfast love of the Lord never ceases. His mercies never come to an end. They are new every morning. Lamentations 3:7-23. Mercy arrives not as theory, but as tangible dawn, collaring the canvas of now. It settles on your shoulders like a soft shawl, and it whispers that you are not late to grace. With every fresh ray, you invite the Spirit to sweep dusty corners of memory. Regrets that clung to pillows, conversations replayed on loop, fears about unfinished tasks, each slides into His hands as simply as dew slides from a leaf. You surrender without fanfare, trusting nothing yielded to divine care returns unchanged. The light continues to widen, and in its widening you glimpse the outline of clean pages waiting for today's story. Now you listen. The world is not yet loud, and small voices carry a sparrow's trill, a distant rooster, the hush of your own breath. Beneath those sounds pulses another cadence, the Spirit's heartbeat steady and sure. You sense His invitation, walk at the speed of attention, not anxiety. Let hearing precede doing, worship precede working. When you say yes to that pace, the ground beneath you feels less like obligation and more like holy territory. You roll your shoulders back, letting warmth seep into muscles once clenched. Vision clarifies. You can almost trace a luminous path through coming hours. Your word is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. Supper Psalm 119:105. Guidance is not a distant map, but a lantern held beside every step. Where illumination lingers, missteps shrink, and confidence grows quiet and deep. Your posture shifts from defensive to receptive, ready to notice unplanned gifts. The sun finally clears the tree line, golden beams crowning rooftops like gentle coronation. You realize awakening is more than opening eyes. It is allowing light to occupy inner rooms once barred. From this renewed vantage, you anticipate hope's spark, surrender's ease, faith's root, purpose's direction, and the blessings soon to unfold. For now, you simply stand inside dawn awakening, letting its resonance echo through sinew and spirit, preparing you for the fire of hope waiting just beyond the horizon. You step forward and feel the first full kiss of sunlight warming your cheeks, an ember touching, kindling long kept dry in expectation. Inside, a quiet spark leaps, chasing away the residue of night like swallows sweeping the sky clean. You realize hope is not fragile glass, but living flame, quick to catch wherever faith offers tender. With each breath you feed it, recalling promises, rehearsing gratitude, choosing to believe that what dawn began will glow brighter by noon. A breeze stirs nearby branches, and young leaves shimmer as if applauding your decision to anticipate goodness. Their soft rustle sounds almost like a chorus repeating ancient truths you once memorized but nearly forgot. May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace in believing, so that by the power of the Holy Spirit you may abound in hope. Romans 15:3. Hope is heaven's oxygen, expanding lungs that fear once constricted. When you breathe it deeply, discouragement contracts and possibilities widen. Your mind drifts to yesterday's disappointments, doors unopened, words unspoken, goals still distant, and you sense a gentle invitation. Revisit those memories through a new lens. Instead of dead ends, you now perceive detours shielding you from unseen harm. Instead of silence, you hear space carved for clearer direction. The ember within brightens, and shadows lose authority. Those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. So Isaiah 4:31, strength rises not from sheer will but from anchored expectation. Winged trust lifts you above weariness, granting perspective wider than obstacles. You picture today's tasks lined up like unlit candles along a corridor. Meetings, commutes, errands, conversations needing courage. One by one, you touch the flame of hope to each wick, watching dull wax awaken with gold. Suddenly, the corridor glows, and what felt routine feels radiant. You whisper a prayer over every appointment. Let wonder accompany work. Let kindness lace each word. Let hidden needs surface where compassion can meet them. The ash of monotony drifts away, replaced by the shimmer of possibility. Across the street, a neighbor opens curtains, and sunlight floods their room. The simple act mirrors your own unveiling. Curtains pulled back from the soul, letting promise pour in. You recall how countless dawns preceded this one, each proof that darkness never receives the final word. If morning could arrive after the longest night, breakthrough can follow the hardest waiting. You clutch that truth like a seed, trusting it to sprout in dialogues, projects, and quiet moments of reflection. Your heart beats stronger, since to a rhythm larger than circumstance. You find yourself humming a melody half remembered from childhood hymns, lyrics of rescue, lines of assurance. The song becomes declaration you are not walking into uncertainty alone, but escorted by the one who authors hope itself. Even setbacks will bow to redemption, even delays will serve design. Before stepping onward, you pause to name aloud 3 places that need hope's flame, perhaps a strained friendship, an unfinished dream, a global ache weighing heavy on headlines. You picture each as an unlit lantern lifted into sunrise, its glass catching fire until distance gleams. You commit to tend those flames today, through prayer, action, or simple attention, trusting the Spirit to fan them wider than you could orchestrate. Hope ignites, and with it color intensifies. Greens seem greener, sounds clearer, heartbeat steadier. You understand that this internal blaze is meant to travel. Through smiles offered to strangers, decisions framed by faith, and courage chosen over complacency. Carry it, and it will multiply wherever surrendered hands extend. The glow of hope has warmed your chest, and now it guides you toward gentler ground, where yielding replaces striving. You notice a lone feather drifting on a mild current, circling downward until it rests upon still water, graceful proof that release can be beautiful. In the same way, you allow lingering anxieties to loosen their grip, unspoken expectations, simmering comparison, the nagging sense that you must outrun time. One by one they float from clenched thoughts into open hands lifted skyward. In that posture you comprehend surrender not as defeat but as deliberate trust, a quiet vote of confidence in divine orchestration. You kneel, whether physically or within imagination, and feel Earth's steady pulse through the soles of your feet. Soil smells rich, reminding you that seeds surrender completely before they break into life. So you whisper each burden aloud, naming them the way a cartographer labels rivers clear, specific, unashamed. Work pressures, family tensions, health concerns, unanswered prayers. None are newcomers to God, all are welcome on His drafting table. With every confession heaviness thins, like fog dissolving under noon heat. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make straight your paths. Proverbs 3:5-6. These words sketch the architecture of release. Shake loose from self-reliance, lean into holy wisdom, walk roads He levels ahead of you. Paths may twist, yet the guide never loses orientation. A breeze glides across the back of your neck, carrying cedar and distant sea salt. It feels like a father's reassuring hand. You exhale slow and long, letting shoulders drop from their high perch. In that silence you sense God's pulse aligning with yours, steady as tide. The surrender deepens beyond problems into plans, career trajectories, creative dreams, timelines you drafted in permanent marker. You picture sliding each blueprint across a polished table toward the master builder, who scans every line, smiles, then begins refining angles you never knew could curve toward greater beauty. Now your attention turns inward to motives. Why pursue promotion? Why craft art, chase fitness goals, seek applause? You hold each motive up to morning light, some gleam true, others reveal rust. Rather than hiding corrosion, you offer it. Divine hands are skilled in restoration. A hush follows, weightless yet full, where you glimpse yourself through compassionate eyes, beloved not for output, but for existence. That revelation becomes a gentle tide washing performance from weary bones. Near a flowering bush a bee hovers, then commits to a single blossom. Its trust that nectar awaits mirrors your decision to rest in provision rather than panic. You sense an inner nod. The same creator who designs petals loads your day with resources timed to need. Your heart softens, unclenches, makes room for creativity and kindness. Ideas sprout where worry once sprawled, Patience blooms where urgency uprooted peace. You rise slowly, palms still open, noticing how lightness feels, how spine lengthens, breath loosens, mind clears. Surrender has not diminished agency, it has calibrated it. You are free to act without the tremor of control, because purpose now rides the river of providence. The feather that inspired this moment catches a new gust, lifting higher than before. You follow it with your eyes, convinced that release positions you for unexpected ascent. With gratitude humming like crickets in tall grass, you walk forward, heart unburdened, ready for faith's roots to deepen next. The surrendered ground beneath your feet becomes fertile soil where conviction can root deep, and you sense subtle tremors of growth rising through your frame. Morning light now stands taller, casting confident beams that slice through branches and spatter mosaics across the path ahead. As you walk, each mosaic feels like a personal emblem of promises kept. Memory scrolls through past rescues, moments you nearly forgot when fear once drowned recollection. Those stories resurface now, drying damp doubts, stitching a tapestry of testimony beneath your ribs. You pause beside a stream, its current swift yet clear, and watch how stones remain unmoved while water dances around them. This is the architecture of sturdy trust. Circumstances rush and swirl, but the heart anchored in truth holds firm. You whisper those truths aloud, tasting their strength. God is for me. Grace is enough. Provision will meet need. The air seems to agree, carrying your declarations like seeds destined for fertile fields beyond eyesight. Faith comes from hearing, and hearing through the word of Christ. So Romans receive every spoken promise is nourishment, your spirit digests it, converting hearing into holy muscle. The more you rehearse, the more resistance turns to rejoicing. A cloud drifts across the sun, momentarily dimming radiance, yet illumination persists within. You recall nights when prayer felt unanswered, yet hindsight now gleams with strategic timing. That awareness becomes mortar fortifying internal walls against future storms. You decide to list miracles etched in memory, the unexpected job offer, the diagnosis reversed, the reconciliation born from ashes. Each recollection adds a layer of certainty, like rings inside an ancient oak telling stories of survived winters. The cloud passes, brilliance returns, and so does clarity. Faith is less about grasping every detail and more about gripping the unfailing character of the giver. You feel his nearness in the rhythmic lapping of water, hear his laughter in sparrows flitting overhead, sense his strength in the firm trunk beneath your resting palm. The tangible world collaborates with unseen realities, composing a chorus that chants. Steady, he is steady. A gentle challenge rises where is faith still thin, perhaps in that lingering health concern, that financial puzzle, that loved one drifting afar. You picture weaving those frayed strands into the thicker rope of his record. When I am afraid, I will put my trust in you. Psalm 50:63. Fear may knock, but trust opens the door only to love. The moment you exchange trembling for declaration, courage slips on familiar shoes and walks beside you. You kneel to dip fingers into the stream, cool water sliding across skin, and imagine liquid courage saturating every cell. As droplets fall from your fingertips, small ripples extend outward, proof that internal strength always creates external echo. You rise taller, spine aligned with purpose, eyes bright with quiet boldness. Plans for the day no longer appear as obstacles, but opportunities for faith to flex. Whether in patient listening during a meeting, compassionate words to a stranger, or resilience when delays occur. Before moving on, you craft a silent benediction over yourself. May steadfast conviction ride every heartbeat. May doubts dissolve before they speak. May my life today preach louder than any sermon. You turn from the stream, footprints pressing into softened earth, and feel solidity beneath softness. Perfect metaphor for the way fortified belief meets gentle grace. The next section awaits, where clearer purpose will unfurl like a banner in strong wind. But for now you carry the weight of assurance with lightness only heaven can supply. The day has stretched its limbs, and you walk beneath a sky now dressed in bold azure, aware that the same hand painting horizons also scripts your reason for breathing. Every footstep feels intentional, as though unseen coordinates click into place beneath your soles. You recall how seedlings push upward not by wandering, but by leaning into the pull of light. So your thoughts tilt toward direction, waiting to sense where love and skill intersect. A comforting certainty rises vocation is less a spotlight and more a pathway lit moment by moment. Traffic hums in the distance, yet you discern a quieter rhythm underneath, the steady cadence of destiny beating within your chest. Memories surface of tasks that once felt random, a conversation that opened doors, a small act of service that rippled wider than expected, a hardship that forged unexpected empathy. Threads that seemed loose now weave into a storyline rich with purpose. You realize calling is often confirmed in hindsight, each twist a deliberate stroke in a larger mural. A pair of monarch butterflies flutters past, their migration spanning continents they have never seen. They trust invisible maps encoded deep within delicate wings. Likewise, you carry spiritual coordinates guiding you toward prepared works. You pause at a crosswalk and silently dedicate the hours ahead. Shape my meetings, refine my words, redirect detours into discoveries. As you surrender agenda, curiosity blooms, and routine transforms into a scavenger hunt for grace. Inside you, a compass settles on true north: love God, love neighbor. Everything else rotates around that fixed axis. Presentations, parenting, projects, even the mundane chore of washing dishes. When that core alignment holds, second-level decisions grow clearer. Which opportunity serves growth? Which conversation requires kindness? Which boundary protects health? You find courage to say no where mission would blur, and yes where generosity can flourish. The path may still curve, yet each bend now echoes with assurance. Cicadas drone like steady percussion, and with each oscillating note you visualize purpose as a river, sometimes placid, sometimes rapid, always moving toward confluence with other streams. You vow to remain pliable, willing to shift lanes if spirit currents redirect. A sense of expedition ignites. Today might present a mentee needing encouragement, a stranger craving compassion, an innovation birthing through brainstorming. You carry readiness like a backpack, stocked with listening ears and open hands. You reach an intersection of shady oaks, sunlight dappling pavement in swirling patterns, and you smile at the symbolism where light meets shadow, design emerges. Even challenges forecast opportunity. Conflict can sharpen wisdom. Waiting can fertilize vision. Purpose proves itself resilient, unhindered by detours. You whisper gratitude for the assurance that your labor in love will never ring hollow. Its echoes stretch into eternity far beyond metrics or applause. The hour advances, you sense momentum building, yet peace keeps pace. You are not hustling to prove worth, but partnering with a master artisan shaping lives, systems, and stories. Every breath becomes collaboration. Inhale guidance, exhale obedience. A quiet resolve settles. Whatever your hands touch today, may they leave fingerprints of hope. Wherever your voice sounds, may it resound with gentle truth. Purpose has unfolded like a map under morning sun, and you step forward sure-footed, eager for the final blessing poised to clothe your journey. Blessing arrives like a tide at full moon, gentle enough to bathe tired feet, strong enough to reshape entire shorelines, and you sense its swell around you now. The sky stands wide, open, unclouded, as though heaven itself has pulled back curtains for a grand unveiling. Every earlier movement, awakening, ignition, surrender, strengthening, direction, has crescendoed to this singular revelation. You live beneath an open heaven, and favor is not a distant drizzle, but a steady rain. You lift your face, eyes half closed, letting imagined droplets touch brow and cheek, baptizing intention with possibility. No trumpet blares, yet evidence appears in subtle wonders, the ease with which laughter bubbles during breakfast, the unforced patience that wraps a tense commute, the email of gratitude you did not expect. These are not coincidences, they are signature strokes of grace, personalized to remind you that goodness is fluent in your native need. You recall earlier seasons when blessing felt inaccessible, locked behind performance, gated by guilt. Yet those gates have rusted away under relentless mercy. Now favor flows through everyday cracks, germinating seeds you forgot planting. You picture blessing as seeds tumbling from a generous hand, settling into soil you cultivated through surrender and obedience. Some will sprout quickly, answers to small prayers whispered between chores. Others will germinate unseen until their appointed reveal. You do not fret over timelines, you steward terrain speaking kindness, choosing integrity, giving lavishly. In that stewardship you become both garden and gardener, welcoming harvest even as you cultivate more ground. A gentle warmth radiates from within, and you realize that blessing does not merely hover above, but also wells up inside, rewiring perspective toward abundance. Fear once forecast scarcity, but renewed faith flips the script. There is enough courage for risk, enough wisdom for decisions, enough compassion for interruptions. You step through your doorway carrying invisible baskets labeled peace, creativity, and joy, prepared to distribute their contents wherever hunger appears. Blessing extends beyond personal borders. It carries contagion meant to infect workplaces, sidewalks, digital spaces. You decide that every interaction today will bear fragrance of favor. Quick encouragement in a chat thread, active listening to a friend, prayer breathed over headlines. Impact might remain unseen, yet ripple mathematics guarantees reach. Waves birthed by unseen wind can cross oceans. So too can a whispered blessing cross hardened hearts. You recall that monarch pair from earlier, drifting skyward on delicate wings. Their fragile flight belies a resilient mission, and you mirror their confidence. You are lighter now, buoyed by grace, yet anchored by purpose. Even setbacks cannot sink you. They become launch points for higher arcs of testimony. The thought sparks anticipation. Where will blessing surprise you next? Perhaps in a delayed train that positions you beside someone craving hope, or an unexpected problem unlocking new skills. Possibility sprawls wide as horizon. Before stepping fully into the day, you stretch arms heavenward, palms open, forming a living funnel through which resources flow, received, then redirected. You whisper a vow. May every gift that lands in these hands multiply in transit, leaving more joy in departure than arrival. The vow itself feels like the first wave of above and beyond favor, validation that generosity is the surest strategy for abundance. Finally, you breathe deep, seal the moment with gratitude, and step onto the path glowing beneath fresh sunlight. Blessing has been unleashed. Your only task now is to walk through it, eyes keen, heart responsive, hands ready. In this stillness, breathe slowly and notice how dawn's palette has painted both horizon and heart. Light infusing cells with courage, hope igniting intention. Surrender clearing corridors for blessings breeze. Hold a single gratitude in your mind, perhaps simple as warm tea or profound as restored health, and let its warmth radiate outward to encompass family, neighbors, and strangers who will cross your orbit today. Whisper, "I am awake to wonder," and sit quietly as that confession settles into every corner of consciousness.